So go ahead and find a seat on your mat. You can do cross-legged, you can sit on your knees, you can sit on a block or a blanket, whatever is comfortable for you. And take a big breath in, and then exhale, sigh it out. And start to close your eyes. Start to come into your space on your mat. We always have so many distractions. I especially notice practicing yoga in your home. There's all of your things to do that are sort of surrounding you. So just allow the eyes to close and come into your space on your yoga mat, sort of like you're traveling somewhere else, just taking a minute to come to a place that is just going to be for, really resting our minds for the next little bit and letting go of all of the things that we're going to do later and kind of set them aside. And we're going to do a few breaths with counts. So we'll inhale for 4 counts, and then we'll exhale for 4. So all together, let's inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 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 For a moment, just let that breath go. Let your breath come back to normal. Then we'll do another set. This time we're going to hold for 4 counts at the top and hold for 4 at the bottom, continuing with that 4-count breath. So getting set up. And all together, let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold the bottom, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, and let that go. And you can begin to open your eyes and come to child's pose. So we'll come over onto our knees, bring them wide on your mat so they touch the outside edges. Your toes come to touch, sit back on your heels, and start to fold forward, stretching your arms out long, relaxing your forehead down onto the mat. Allow your fingertips to come to rest. And your hips to gradually and gently open up. This is a great pose as a warm-up to start out, and also can be a great pose just to hold for a long time. The longer that we hold here, the deeper that we go, and it's without too much straining. It's just with letting gravity take hold on our body. And here, as with all of our poses today, you can come back to that breath. If you notice your mind wandering, some frustration coming up, some distraction, just come to that 4-count breath and allow that to be the focus for your mind.
And here in child's pose, let's pretend like we're down on a mossy, soft ground. And there's a stream of water coming from above our heads, sort of just trickling by, maybe washing over us, and just washing and rinsing away any distractions, anything that we don't need to be worrying about right now. And just soothing our skin, making us feel good. I think sometimes that we forget that we have that ability in us, that we don't always have to change our external circumstances, but we can just choose to feel good. And we're going to kind of stick with the water analogy during class today, pretending like we're moving through water. Maybe you can decide that you're a scuba diver and you have a mask on, or maybe that you're a mermaid or a fish and that you just have the ability to breathe underwater. But pretending that we're surrounded by water, that cool or warm feeling against our skin, and also that support as we're doing standing poses, as we're doing some poses that require some balance and stability, that instead of this air around us, this gravity, that we're surrounded and supported by water. And also that we move intentionally, like we're dragging our hands through water instead of air, and feeling that sort of vibration and movement, kind of like an oar moving through and propelling the boat ahead. So from child's pose, let's come forward onto our bellies. And we're going to start with some cobra push-ups. So allow your chin to come down to the mat. Your legs are stretched out long, tops of your feet relax down. And bring your hands just beside your chest. And your hands are sitting lightly. So on this first one, we're just going to peel our chest up off the ground. So there's no pressure in your hands. All the strength is coming from your back. And hold for a moment at the top as high as you're able to go, even pressing into the tops of your feet. And then exhale, come back down. And we'll start to do that with our breath. So inhale, peel it off all the way up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Inhale up, and this time put a little bit of pressure into your hands. Come up a little bit higher, finding some stretch in your belly. And exhale back down. Inhale up, come a little higher this time. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And one more, see how much stretch you can get in your belly. Inhale up. And exhale, come all the way back down to your belly. And tuck your toes under. Press up to high plank and hold here on high plank. So still warming up. You can kind of do some little circles here on your toes and your wrists, the other direction. Finding that engagement in your core. Finding that long line of strength from the crown of your head all the way through your heels. And I think it helps so much to do some stability right in the beginning of class, as it helps with all the other poses. So we'll come over to side plank on the left hand. So drop your heels to the left side, picking your right arm up to the sky. And pause here. And again, really trying to find that long line of strength. And you can always drop one knee down. You'll be getting the same benefit. But wherever you are, press your hips up towards the sky
as if you're creating a rainbow shape with your body, stretching up through your fingertips, stretching your arm out long, and then come back to high plank. We'll go to the other side. So shifting the weight to your right hand, drop your heels to the right, lift your left arm up to the sky. Feel that stretch and that T shape. Press your hips up. And come back to high plank. We'll do a few repetitions of those. So inhale, left side. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. One more. Inhale, left side. Exhale, center. Inhale, right side. Exhale, center. Nice drop. Press back, downward facing dog. So start to open up through the backs of your legs. You can bend one knee then the other. Press evenly through your hands, shifting more pressure to your fingers, the tips of your fingers, opening up through your wrists. And then come back to your breath and find some stillness. And wherever you're in your body, notice where you feel the most strain, the most engagement, and pretend as if you're breathing right there. And coming back to our water analogy, and almost pretend that you're floating, that if you were to let go of the mat, that your hips would just float right up to the surface. And bring your gaze forward. Walk your feet to the top of the mat to ragdoll forward fold. So feet are hips distance apart. And folding at the waist, hanging heavy through your upper body. You can grab a hold of opposite elbows. Allow your head to just be really heavy here. Your knees can be bent. You can even be folded over onto your thighs. And shift the weight forward to your toes, and back to your heels. Find that free flowing movement. And drop your hands to the mat and bring your right leg around and in front of your left. So your pinky toes are side by side. Your right leg is crossed in front of your left. Inhale up to a halfway lift, flattening through your back, pressing into your shins. And then exhale, fold. And come back to center and step your left foot in front of your right. So it's crossed over, pinky toes come to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, find that flat back, stretch your spine long. And then exhale, fold. And come back to center Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to Tadasana. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And pause for a moment here. Gaze over your fingertips or close your eyes. Come back to that stillness in your body. Feel that long strength in your spine from your tailbone up to your head. Engaging your core, letting your shoulders relax. And we'll go through some sun A's. So inhale, both arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. For chaturanga, you can either drop your knees, you can hold in high plank, or you can come down to halfway in a push-up, keeping your elbows tight in towards your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up through your chest. Press your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. And gaze forward, step both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath. And this next time, really feel like you're moving through water. Slow, intentional movements, like you're spreading the water apart each time you move your arms or legs. Gaze forward, step both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch your arms high, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. And gaze forward, step both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees and sit back. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. So stretch your arms forward and up. And stretch your hips back as if you're sitting towards a seat that's still a little bit behind you. Press your knees together for stability. And to avoid arching your back, turn your ribs and your hips in towards each other, almost as if you're folding them together. Inhale, stretch your arms longer. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Find that edge, find that sensation, that opening up. Inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. And bend your knee, and then point the sole of your foot towards the side wall, opening up through your hip. And try to bring some balance into your arms, so you're pressing evenly through both hands. And then bring your right foot forward in between your hands for low lunge. Let's pause for a minute here, stretch out our hips. You can sway forward and back. You can do a few gentle bounces, just waking up our hips. And then plant your left palm down. Inhale your right arm up to lunge twist. Stretching your fingertips up high. And exhale back down to lunge. And inhale, open to warrior two. So your back foot is flat, parallel with the back of the mat. Your front right knee is stacked over your ankle, or moving in that direction. And your arms stretch out wide like a T. As you inhale, open up through your chest. As you exhale, relax your shoulders down your back. Exhale, extended side angle. Drop your right elbow to your right knee. You can use your elbow to press your knee open, or use your knee as a shelf. Just try not to put too much weight into it. Use the strength of your core to lift your torso up. Keeping your legs exactly the same. Inhale, back reverse. Stretch your right arm up high. Left hand slightly sits on your back leg. And start to straighten your front leg out. And bring your arms towards the front, and then rotate down for triangle. So you can lightly rest your right hand on your right leg, your front leg, and stretch your left fingertips up towards the sky. And your front leg is now straight. You should feel a stretch in your left side body and your hip, the outside of your hip. And if it starts to be comfortable, that's when you know that you can come in a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, come to reverse triangle. So switching our arms up again. Left hand rests on your left leg. Right arm reaches up to the sky. And windmill down. Plant your palms, step back to high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. And bend your knee and rotate your hip to the side. So as if the sole of your foot is pressing towards the side wall. And really pressing through that left hand, keeping the weight even across your chest. And then bringing your left foot all the way through to low lunge. Take a moment here to open up through your hips. Sink a little bit deeper. Come back and forth. Do a few bounces. And do something here that feels good for you. Then turn your back foot flat. Inhale, open, warrior two. Arms stretch out like a T. Bring your left knee forward to stack over your ankle. And stay open through your chest. Exhale, extended side angle. Drop your left elbow to your left knee. Right arm up to the sky. Inhale, a reverse warrior. So keeping your knee the same. Reach your left hand up to the sky, right fingertips to your right leg. And straighten your front leg. Coming into triangle. Shift your arms forward, then rotate to them, dropping your left fingertips down to lightly touch your left leg. And using your core to elevate your body and stretch your right fingertips up to the sky. And keep your legs as they are. Reverse triangle. Left hand up to the sky. And windmill down, plant your palms. Step back to high plank and flow through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, release. And we're gonna put that all together, one breath, one movement. So inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Straighten your leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, open warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill down. Plant your palms. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. This time, really pretend that you're moving through water. You're swimming, intentional, slow movements. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And stay here for 3 breaths, seeing if each one you can slow down a little bit, bring some stillness to your breath, to your heart, and to your body. So now we'll come into half pigeon. So inhale your right leg high, and exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist, cross the mat with your leg, flex your right foot, and pause for a moment. Bring your chest open, and just find a comfortable seat here where you feel some opening, but you don't feel too much strain. You can use a blanket or a block to adjust if that helps you. And then when you're ready, start to fold forward, either resting on your palms, your forearms, or folding all the way down onto the mat. And come back to that 4-count breath, sending it right into your hip. Sometimes we find a few breaths in that our body's already opened up a little more. And what felt like a lot of sensation in the beginning is feeling open now. And then you can come in a little bit deeper. Start to come back up to your palms and tuck your left toes under and stretch your right leg up high. It can feel good to do some circles, bending your knee, and then the other direction. And then drop your right foot back down, inhale left leg high, and come into half pigeon on the other side, bringing your left knee to your left wrist, flex your foot, and pause for a moment sitting up. Let your hips settle in towards the mat. And adjust until it feels right for you. And then you can start to fold forward, either resting on your palms, your forearms, or bringing your forehead all the way down to the mat. You might also do a body scan here, starting at your toes, coming up to your knees, your hips, and looking for any muscles that are gripping. So sometimes when we're in an uncomfortable position, we unconsciously engage or grip our muscles. And especially in a pose like this, that can actually prevent us from going deeper. So if you notice any muscles that are holding on to tension as you move up your body, through your waist, your back, your shoulders, you can just let it go. Allow yourself to sink down into the mat. Really relax and melt down. And start to come back up to your palms. Tuck your right toes under. Stretch your left leg up high. Stretching it out again, doing those circles. And pausing for a moment in downward facing dog. Feeling that openness in your body that's different than it was just when we started class. And gaze forward, step your feet all the way through. We'll come to seated. And we'll do Baddha Konasana. So drop your knees open like butterflies. Your soles of your feet come to touch. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, fold forward. You can relax down, just letting gravity do its work here. Or if you'd like, you can also use your elbows to press your knees open a little bit further. Start to come back up. Stretch your legs out long. Inhale your arms up for forward fold. Exhale, fold forward. Your knees can have a soft bend here. And just let your head drop down towards your legs. And come back up and bend your knees. And we're going to roll all the way back onto our backs for one final twist. So down on your back, bring your knees in for a squeeze. Pull them in towards your ribs, towards your chest. And then drop your knees over to the left side so you can bring your arms out to the side like goalposts. And bring your gaze over to the right. You can close your eyes here if it's comfortable for you. Just allow yourself to feel good, to soak up all that movement, all that good breath that you've been doing. Allow your body to integrate it. Come back to center. Give your knees another squeeze into your chest, neutralizing your spine. Then bring your arms out to goalposts again and let your knees fall over to the right. This time bringing your gaze to the left, to the opposite side. And let your eyes close. And come back to center. Give your knees a squeeze again. Then we'll come into happy baby. Soles of your feet point towards the ceiling. Grab your feet from the outside. And do a little rock from side to side. giving yourself a little bit of playtime. Notice something in your body that feels good right now. And allow yourself to have that gratitude for your body, for this time that you've given yourself to relax your mind, to open up your joints, to stretch your muscles. And maybe there's someone that you want to send that good feeling to share that good feeling that you've developed inside yourself. You can do that now. And take one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, stretch your legs out long. Relax your arms down by your sides. Really take up some space for Shavasana. So we'll be here for about 20 breaths. So allow your breath to come back to normal. Allow yourself to rest. And I will let you know when it's time to come back out. If you're comfortable here and you have the time, please feel free to stay in Shavasana. If you're ready to come out, just wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll over to one side. And press yourself up to a seated pose. Bringing your hands to heart center. So my mantra for this year that I always like to share is that I allow myself to be happy, and I invite you to do the same. The divine in me honors the divine in each one of you. Thank you for practicing together this morning. Namaste.